I can't tell if these are dreams or thoughts. If they're thoughts, then we know all this actually happened. But if they're dreams, then all this bantha writing is just padding the runtime of the TV show playing in Boba's head. These bones here are actually from the bantha we saw killed a couple episodes ago. How'd they decompose so quickly? Well, it's actually because we've been watching Fett stomp through the desert for over 1,000 years. Unwanted sexual advances. Despite being thrown straight to the back of the throat, Mr. Snuffleupagus manages to somehow chew this barbecue. Also, this show made me use the phrase straight to the back of the throat in reference to Mr. Snuffleupagus, and it's going to take a while for me to unpack that. Cutting from this campfire scene directly to Boba finding a mortally wounded Finnick makes it seem like this whole sequence takes place in one night. So if you haven't seen the Mandalorian episode where this all plays out, then you don't know that an entire day has passed and that Finnick has been lying here dying for a very long time, which justifies Boba taking her to Mr. Roboto for emergency healthcare as opposed to a licensed physician. And since this is all that took place during the Mandalorian, I'm setting everything up into this point as a previously on, which makes this a record 5 minutes and 38 seconds of previously oning. If I wasn't so bored, I might be impressed. Choosing Google Glass over Terminator eyes. Show is temporarily derailed by this creepy exploration of the cyborg gaze. The music that's playing isn't Mad About Me and does not contain any figrin or modal nodes. Come on, Disney, give the people what they want. Someone's definitely wanting us to compare this mod parlor to a tattoo parlor, but never explains the implication of a lower back modification, or the function of an upper back modification.
Aren't you a little old to be here?
While ageist, I'm more concerned with the absurdity of this statement. Old people are getting modded all the time. We all know at least one old person that's been pimped out with metallic joints, a partially mechanized heart, and transition lenses.
This woman is about to die.
Well, you should have started with that.
Show wants us to think that services would not have been rendered had this undisclosed amount of money not been dropped on the bench. But Fett literally led with,
She needs modification.
instead of saying something like, holy shit, her insides are on the outside, please, someone help! This robotification mod's on for so much of the sometime that I began to question my own dependence on technology and now wonder if I'm already a cyborg. What are the rules? Does the tech need to be inside me? What if I'm inside it? Does driving my car make me a cyborg? I need to know. Hey, you got some Borg in my Star Wars.
Aren't you gonna close her up?
Cover all that beautiful machinery.
It might be considerably less beautiful to the person who's expecting an actual abdomen above their legs, as opposed to a new branch of Cyberdyne Industries.
Take the black melon. It will help you recover.
Or help her rust. Finnick just had most of her innards replaced with pistons, and this war boy's offering aqua-cola instead of guzzling.
Boba is dead.
Throwing shade at bubble tea.
Help me recover my fire spray gunship.
Seems safe to assume that the creators don't want to use the name of Boba's ship here, and I get and respect this decision, but that doesn't excuse trying to flex on Fennec by name-dropping the make and model of this thing. Like the last time my ship got towed, I didn't call my friend Larry and say, I need a ride to bail out my Toyota Prius.
If the ship is yours, why don't you just ask for it back?
Because I might not like the answer.
This response does not preclude the possibility of asking first. Then, if you don't like the answer, you can proceed with your planned Boba-branded bloodbath. With no instructions, the surveillance drone knows immediately where to go and which building it needs to take measurements of. Well, I love all the droids in this franchise, especially that incorrigible BB-8. Overly convenient tech is really doing most of the heavy lifting in the whole Star Wars Days of the Futuristic Past aesthetic. I feel like the spy ball would have had a much better time hiding if it didn't insist on chirping away to itself and wasn't covered in red lights that serve no purpose other than to be something interesting for us to look at.
Find other banthas. Make baby banthas.
Boba doesn't even consider that a bantha might want to focus on their career.
I'm tired of working for idiots who are gonna get me killed.
My reaction to reading another questionable script from the new TVSins writer somehow makes it into the episode.
People like us don't get to decide when we're finished.
Badass loner statement based on no empirical evidence whatsoever. Cliché. I'm gonna take a guess there aren't a huge amount of these convenient grates, so why wouldn't one of these few hundred guards be, oh, I don't know, guarding it? Sure, one guard won't make a difference against these two, but it's better than leaving it totally exposed. Making these cuts closer to the rock would have prevented these jagged bar ends from making their entrance so gosh darn unsafe. Whoever put this scene together thought it was funny to have the rat catcher singe its poor little robo-taint running through a fire pit in a desperate attempt to escape a murderous Boba Fett. The sin here is failure to mind the gap. This show, man. It veers so hard from Dune-like space opera into Wallace and Gromit-esque shenanigans in the space of minutes. And that would be kind of cool if I thought for even a second it was remotely intentional. Pew-pews! 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 Excitement. What is this droid? Why does it explode so readily? And if someone knew that this thing would blow up from one shot, why wouldn't you program it to avoid crossfire instead of walking directly into it?
What the hell are you doing?
We need to get the gate open, but I can't see a thing.
It's almost as if the designer of this ship was going for something cool and marketable instead of anything resembling a practical flying machine. Disney?
I've got it. Close the ramp.
Finnick then goes on to do a sick flip throw thing to this baddie, and then hops inside with just enough time to make this shot and scowl at the camera as the door closes. All of which was very cool, but in no way required the ramp to be closed immediately. All this did was open up the possibility of having to awkwardly ask Boba to reopen the ramp if she missed. This shot of Boba Fett taking revenge on this speeder bike gang is all the cool, and maybe one of the best uses of a Dutch angle I've ever seen, but also multiple murders, putting your fire spray gunship this close to the desert sphincter.
Damn it. I can't see a thing.
Being surprised you can't see a thing when you're the one who just blocked all the light.
Fire in the hole.
This works / they survive this because there is no forcing way that Finnick knew the exploding MacGuffin would choose to propel itself out of this opening once the hatch was opened and fall off the ship and continue to fall into the Sarlacc maw and then be eaten by the Munchie sphincter. This is a fucking convenience on top of a contrivance wrapped in a blanket of unbelievable good fortune.
How many times have you been hired to do a job that was avoidable? If they only took the time to think.
Then you and I would be out of work.
Hey, us too.
Congratulations, Master Fett. You are completely healed.
What about the scars on the inside?
With all due respect to the trauma Boba's experienced, we were all thinking, what about the scars on his face? Sure, it'd have been kind of cruel of Finnick to say that, but she's a former assassin and he's a former bounty hunter. These are cruel people, or at least have claimed the experience on their resumes. The discount Gorn seriously tried this, knowing full well it had nothing to follow up with other than a look of fear and the knowledge that he can probably get replacement limbs at the local mod shop.
You were a legend. In the name, Chrysanthemum drew crowds by the thousands.
Wow, this exposition about Ted's past really drew me in. Apparently, it really drew Boba Fett in to the building, because other than acquiring this information, the show hasn't given any reason for him to be here right now.
Hit it, Max.
We've had a veritable plethora of exotic names like Flip, Finnick, Garfalaquax, Ted, and Lortha Peel. But one of these two is just called fucking Max?
Jabba the Hutt once sat upon that throne. And then, Bib Fortuna took his place.
As someone who regularly watches shows out of order, I refuse to be tamed. I get that this backstory delivered through exposition can be helpful for people not familiar with the broader franchise, but that doesn't make it okay. It just means I'm complicit. So we both get a sin. Also, this show's really testing my ability to suspend disbelief on anyone seriously using the name Bib Fortuna. Putting your hat on the dinner table.
What prevents us all from killing you and taking what we want?
Whoever said Rancors didn't have a sense of dramatic timing was, well, actually, they were spot on, because there's no way he knew to growl at this exact moment for maximum intimidation. F you, Fett, for smugly looking like you had that shit rehearsed. I see you. They all appear to have parked 100 yards away. I don't know if Boba told them to, or they've all got step counters and are trying to get that 10K in, but this seems foolish when you consider the size of this garage. I mean, at least pull up to the door.
Credits can buy muscle, if you know where to look.
Finnick is essentially saying that you can buy something if you know where to go buy it. Never have truer words been spoken.
Are you mad? Do you know what would happen to us if anyone knew we had a rat in our kitchen?
Here you go.
Well, I'm not gonna let my meatball get away from me this time.
We are bored.
Please, kind sir, do not cut my hair.
That was the best I could do under the circumstances.
Sucks to be you, nerd.
What the hell are you doing?
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
$500.
I can offer you something no client ever has.
What's that?
Forced laughing. Good tea, nice house.
What's wrong, dude? You yellow?
Nobody calls me yellow.
I abide.
The dude abides. I don't know about you, but I take comfort in that.